Hey family, hope all is well. Um, this message is for those of you who know that you are different, who knows that you are called by God, who knows that you are of a peculiar people. Your time is up. Your time is up, right? For a lot of us that are peculiar, and for a lot of us that are God's chosen people, we try to blend in. We spend most of our lives trying to blend in, but we stick out most of the time. Most of the time, we stick out. We try to blend in though, right? And it's been a lonely journey. It's been a lonely journey. Being one of God's peculiar people, it's a lonely journey, right? But right, if we're called to it, we could get through it. So this is for those of you who feel different, you feel alone, you feel like you don't really fit in with people. God is coming to get you just in the nick of time, right? Because we like to blend in, right? Because it's so painful. It can be so painful and lonely being alone, right? Some of us are so, and it's not that we we are right stuck up. People may view you as stuck up or sedity or right. It's just that you don't fit in, right? And sometimes you try to fit in. You try to fit in. You try to go along to get along, but it never works. It never, right? Your soul is never satisfied. Your soul is always disrupted. Your spirit is always disrupted when you try to go along with the status quo, right? Because that's not where you're meant to be. You are peculiar. You are one of God's chosen people. You're not meant. You're not meant to fit in. So, if that resonates with you, for whoever this is for, your time is up. And when I say your time is up, your time is up blending in. Blending in and going along with the status quo. It's time for you to be set apart. It's time to be all that God created you to be. It's time for you to accept. It's time for you to mentally accept, right? I just did a word before and I looked up the word belief and I gave the definition of the word belief. And the first part of that definition was mental acceptance of an idea or thing or whatever. But mental acceptance, it's time for you to mentally accept who you are as God's child. You are not meant to fit in. You're not meant to fit in. You was born to stand out. You was born to be a light. You'll notice that you can't do everything that everybody else does. It agitates your spirit too much, especially when you've become awakened, especially when God has made you aware, right? There may have been a time before when you were in your valley and you were in a pit and you were, you were in pain and agony and you was in the basement with no windows, no light coming through, right? But when God tapped you on your shoulder and he woke you up and you were able to he was able to remove the veil from your eyes, now you know, right? So now that you know what's going on spiritually, right? You can't do everything that everybody else does. And you might still be trying to hold on to the things of the world, doing everything that everybody else does, listening to the music that everybody else listens to, going to events and parties that everybody goes to, going to concerts, listening to certain artists, going to their concerts, right? Hanging out with certain individuals, it may look lighthearted to other people, but for you, for God's peculiar and chosen person, it agitates your soul. It agitates your soul, and it agitates your soul and your spirit on a even deeper level when you've become aware of who God called you to be. So, for whoever this is for, if you're listening, time's up. Time's up for blending in. It's no more blending in. It's time to remain set apart. The key word is remain set apart. You may have tried along your journey, and you dip your toe in, then you dip your toe out. You might put half your leg in the water, and you take your leg out. No, it's time for you to remain set apart. And it's not to say that you won't make mistakes along your journey, but it's time for you to remain set apart, because you are God's peculiar, you are God's chosen person. People or persons. All right, so I hope that blessed somebody. I hope that was a confirmation for you, and I hope that was enlightening for you. All right, but I love y'all. Be blessed.